so what is a wound? Whenever we say wound, that means it is anything which, it can be any break in the integrity of the skin or the tissues which may be associated with disruption of structure or function. Okay, so because just having a small scratch, for example, a small cut, so sometime if if the cut is very deep penetrating, so later on, okay, you might need to get some stitching done, and because of that wound, again, you might not be able to perform some function with that particular limb or with that particular area, so it causes disruption of function. Okay, so depending on the severity of the trauma which occur, okay, or the cut or the injury, so some, it might cause total, or it can be partially loss of function. Okay, so actually, whenever we classified wound, you need to always write these six, okay, five main classification. So based on the causes, so whenever we say causes, that means what are the main thing which might the main thing which might, the wound might occur. Okay, so the causes is very simple. So whenever we say causes, that means it can be intentional wound or unintentional wound. Okay, so whenever we say intentional wound, it means these are the wound, for example, when a person go for a surgery, okay, for any therapeutic purpose. Okay, suppose a person have some tumor that need to be removed. Okay, so that type of wound, it is done intentionally, okay, to remove that particular tumor. Or for example, a person have appendicitis, okay, so where the appendix needs to be removed out. Okay, so that type of wound also we call it as an intentional wound. Okay, so unintentional means from the word itself, these are those wounds which occur because of some accident. Okay, maybe you might have fell down while riding a bicycle, or you might be hit with a, okay, you might be hit with a car, or you might cut yourself by mistake. Okay, so all these comes under the unintentional wound. Okay, so whenever we say causes, means to remember we have two type, intentional and unintentional. Okay, so the status of skin integrity, that means whatever that injury part, because mostly whenever we say wound, the main area which affected obviously is the skin. Okay, so there are some cases where the injury might be so deep, okay, that it might even reach the muscles or the bones. So based on the skin integrity, that means what is the status of that skin of that particular area which is affected, whether it is still or it is loose. Okay, so whenever we say status of skin integrity, under this we have open and closed wound. So whenever we say open, means you understand, right, these wounds where totally you'll be able to see the wound is, the skin, it is mostly, it is totally, it is penetrating down. Okay, so it is, and in this open wound there is a very high chance of infection. Okay, because of it, because once the wound becomes open, that means it becomes there's a high exposure to so many foreign substance or foreign microorganism. That's why we there's a very high chance of infection in open wound. Okay, so whenever we say closed wound, it can be suppose any blunt trauma, okay, or any small friction. So all in those type we might have a closed wound. Okay, then, okay, so these are the causes. Okay, so whenever you write, suppose on the classification of wounds, so at least what happened, you need to at least give the description and the causes. Okay, so implication for healing, it is not that compulsory to write, depend on the marks. If it is only for 5 marks, then you can mention at least the description. Suppose what is intentional wound and what are the causes of intentional wound. Okay, so with this two only, it will be very clear. Okay, then, so status, like I've said, we have open and close. Okay, so whenever we say open, that means there is a break or in the mucous membrane, and the main causes of an open wound is because of whenever you're injured with any sharp object, okay, or if somebody hit. Okay, so during those time it might cause skin breakage as well as lots of blood loss will be there. Okay, then whenever we say close, obviously these are caused, there is no open break in the integrity of the skin or the mucous membranes, and here it is mostly caused by any blunt object injury. Okay, so it can be because of twisting, straining, okay, strangling. Okay, during those condition also a person might develop some wounds. So these are the second classification according to the status of the skin, that means the area where it is injured. Okay, so the third one, severity, like I've, okay, according to this severity, again we have, that means in that particular area where this injury occurred, what is the condition of that particular area, whether it is only superficial, So whenever we say superficial, okay, from the word itself, that means the injury occurs only in the upper layer or in the epidermal layer of the skin. Okay, so it does not involve the dermis, okay, or the other layers. Then whenever we say penetrating, that means it involves the dermis also, the epidermis first, then the dermis, and even the deep tissues or the organs. It might be so deep that it can even reach the internal organs. Okay, so the main causes of your superficial wound, it is mainly because of friction. Okay, whenever there is any friction applied to the skin surface, so during those time also, suppose for example when you fell down from a bicycle, that time also what happened, most of us will be getting superficial wound or some scratches will be getting on the skin. So those type of wound. Yes, please mute your microphone. Okay, if you don't have any question, please don't disturb and you can mute. Okay, if you have any doubt, you can ask, but don't disturb. Okay. The next is the penetrating wound. Okay, so here, in the penetrating wound, it involves the epidermis, the dermis, and the deep organs or the tissue. Okay, so what are the main causes of this? Is mainly because of the penetrating of the skin and the underlying tissue. Suppose if somebody if somebody stabbed the individual with any sharp object, okay, like suppose a knife, so in that case, you might be getting a penetrating wound. Okay. Who is making noise? Asma, please off your microphone. Okay, so this is a penetrating wound. Okay, so you can see from the picture itself. Okay, so in the superficial wound, we have only small scratch, and the injury is not so deep. And in the penetrating wound, mostly if caused by any stab injury. Okay, then the next is a punctured. Okay, so whenever we say punctured, the main cause is, suppose for example, if a person is if it is wounded by any gunshot, okay, stab wound, even stab wound also comes under puncture. Okay, so it is the penetration of the skin and the underlying tissues from a very sharp instrument. Okay, and even here also, whenever we say perforation, that means it can even goes inside the internal organ. That means that particular object which causes the injury, it might even goes inside the internal organs. So that is the main description of the punctured wound. Okay, so according to the severity, you remember we have the superficial, then we have the penetrating wound, and we have the punctured wound. Okay, so this is an example of a punctured wound which is caused by a gunshot. Okay, so the next, according to the cleanliness, so the next very important description of the wound or classification is according to the cleanliness. So here under here, usually we have four types on the cleanliness of the wound. We have the clean wound, the clean contaminated wound, then we have the contaminated wound and the infected wound. Okay, so whenever we say clean, that means these wounds are they doesn't contain any microorganism. Okay, so in these type, what are the main causes? So mostly closed wounds. Okay, any closed wounds or any closed injury, or in these type of wound, there is, as the wound it is closed. So what happened? There is no risk of exposure to any microorganism. So that's why in these types of wound, it is considered as a clean wound. Okay. Then clean contaminated wound. The wound it is in a septic condition, but it involves the body cavity where the normally microorganisms are present. Okay, so because of that, we are there's a chance that this wound also might be contaminated. For example, a person undergoing any surgical surgery, okay, in the GI, gastrointestinal tract, urinary and respiratory tract. So even though it is done under a very strict aseptic technique, but what happened, since the area where you are conducting the surgery, okay, in that particular area or in that particular system, there is a very high chance of infection. So because of that, we call it as a clean contaminated wound. Okay, So clean wound, you can see there is no yellowish discoloration or there is no pus formation, because how we will know whether the wound is infected? Okay, you'll, whenever a wound becomes infected, okay, you'll be able to see a lot of redness, then lots of pus coming out, okay, or discharge, yellowish discharge. So by seeing those, you'll be able to know that the wound is becoming very infected. Okay. So whenever the next is called as a contaminated wound, okay, from the word itself. So this wound, it is made under contaminated conditions. For example, is suppose a traumatic wound, okay, accident wounds. So in those wounds, these are not intentionally, okay. So that's why there is no there is no aseptic techniques maintained, because it happens by accident. So these type of wound, there is a very high risk of infection, and these comes under the contaminated wound, okay. In surgical wound where aseptic technique is not maintained, okay. So even though sometime what happen, even a surgical wound, if during the operation or during the, okay, when the patient is being operated, if strict aseptic technique it is not being maintained, what happens still during that time, the chance of infection can also be there, okay. So if that, in that cases also, we consider it as a contaminated wound, okay. Then infected wound. So whenever we say infected, that means these are those wounds where there are, you'll be able to observe lots of microorganism or pathogenic microorganism in the wound. Okay. So what are the main causes? Suppose a very old traumatic wound, okay, or a surgical incision in the infected areas. So especially if you don't, suppose if a person after being operated, okay, he is not maintaining, he's not changing his dressing regularly, he is not taking any form of antibiotic, because antibiotic are always prescribed, okay, to prevent from any infection, or if he's not maintaining his cleanliness, okay. So in that cases, what happened, the person's wounds might get infected. So how do you know that the wounds get infected? By observing the area of the wound, okay, it becomes very red, okay, then it does not heal properly, okay, it takes very longer time to heal, then there is a pus coming out, okay, pus means yellowish discharge which comes out from the wound. So all those, and not only that, a person will develop fever, okay, it's because the person is having infection. So all those we can see in a person who have infected wound, okay. So according to this category, okay, according to the cleanliness of the wound, we have four type. We have the clean wound, okay, clean contaminated wound, then we have the contaminated wound and the infected wound, okay. So the next last classification, okay, is the according to the appearance, okay. So according to the appearance of the wound during the injury, so we also have another description or division. The first is called as a laceration, okay. So whenever we say laceration, means you'll be able to observe that the wound, it becomes very irregular, it means the edges becomes very irregular, okay. So suppose what are the main causes? Suppose if the persons have any industrial accident, okay, or any injury with some machine, suppose a crushing machine, okay, it have a person develop injury or wound because of the crushing machine. So that time what happened, because of the mechanism of the accident, so the person may develop some irregular edges of the wound, okay. And another description is abrasion, okay. So whenever we say abrasion, means these are a form of superficial wound which is caused by friction, okay. And when do we got abrasion? Like suppose suddenly when you fell down from a, suppose while riding a bicycle you fell down, or while walking you fell down, or while this one so during those time what happened, you'll be developing this abrasion, okay. Abrasion is like a scratch type like this, okay. Laceration you'll be able to see. So as you can see even from the photo, okay, the edges of the wound, it becomes very irregular because of the mechanism of the injury, okay. And abrasion means it's like this. I think most of us also we have already since in our childhood, and many of us might have fell down, and also we have all of us might have this abrasion wound. Okay, so this is how it looks like. Okay, whenever you see any form of wound abrasion. Okay, so the another last under the wound appearance is the contusion. Okay, so contusion, this is like there is not there is it is not exactly, it comes under the closed wound only, okay, and the wounds area becomes very red, okay, it becomes very swelling, discoloration will be there, sometimes some bluish discoloration will be there, and there is pain, okay, whenever, especially when you touch that wound, you'll be able to feel that pain, okay. So this type of wound, when do we get it? Because if somebody, suppose if somebody get hit, okay, or somebody, whenever somebody, mostly this, it is caused by any blunt trauma, okay. So, and sometimes it might result in some internal bleeding. Because of that only it have the bluish discoloration, because of the internal bleeding, okay. So this is a contusion, okay. So whenever somebody hit someone, suppose in the, okay, so, and if somebody, even it can be because of any blunt injury, so this, you might develop this contusion, okay. So just, so this is another classification, okay. So just remember, whenever we say the classification, means we have to give it under this main five classification, okay. And at least you should give what is the description and the causes of that wound, okay. So in the first one we have the, according to the causes of wound healing. Can anyone tell me what are the classification under the causes of wound healing? Yes. Yes.
Ma'am, closed and open.
No, no, under the causes, causes. Cause means like how the wound happened. It can be,
Intention.
yes, intentional and unintentional. Okay, so
And
whenever we say intentional means, because when a person go for surgery, that type of wound we call intentional. That means when we say intentional, something we already plan out. Okay, so unintentional means accident. Okay, then according to the status of skin integrity, we have,
open and closed.
yes, very good. We have
Open.
open wound and we have closed wound. Okay. So in open wound, there's high chance of infection and it is caused by any sharp cut. Okay. And when we say closed, means it is caused by any blunt trauma. Okay. Blunt injury. Then according to severity of tissue injury, we have three type. What are those?
Superficial.
Yes.
Superficial.
Yes. Superficial. Then
Penetrating.
yes, penetrating.
Penetrating.
And the last one is,
Punctured.
yes, very
Puncture.
punctured wound. Okay, superficial means it is caused by only, there is no there is involvement only of the upper layer of the skin. Okay, so whenever we say punctured or penetrating, means it involves not only the upper layer of the skin, it involves even the dermis, and even sometimes it cross, and it even in the internal organ also. Okay, then when you say penetrating wound, that means this also, it is mostly caused by, suppose, any gunshot, okay, or any other forms of penetrating injury. Okay, so in that we might get this penetrating wound. Then according to the cleanliness of the wound, what are the four main description under this? According to the cleanliness of the wound, we have, yes,
Full.
Contaminated.
yes, okay, contaminated, very good. Then
Clean
Infected.
contaminated.
yes, very good, clean wound. Then we have clean contaminated wound, contaminated wound, and the last one, it is called as a,
Infected.
yes, infected wound. Okay, so whenever we say infected, that means here we will be able to see all the signs and symptoms of infection. Okay, so how do you know that the wound is becoming infected by? What are the signs the person will have? Yes, redness, yes or no?
Laceration.
Yes, redness, pus formation. Okay, then you'll be able, the person will also have fever, and the wound, suppose the wound was supposed to heal for in 1 week, it takes a very longer time because of the infection. Okay, then according to the wound appearance, we have three type. Can anyone tell me what are the three types on the wound's appearance? Yes, abrasion, yes or no? Then laceration, yes or no? Laceration means we'll have irregular edges. Then abrasion, we have what? It's like only a injury which is caused by friction. Like for example, when we fell down from the bicycle, we have some small scratch type. Okay. Then the last one is the, what is the last one under wound appearance?
Confusion.
Yes, very good. Contusion. Okay. So contusion mostly if you remember the photo which I've shown, the area becomes very redness will be there. Sometimes swelling will be there. Then bluish discoloration. What is the reason why it have bluish discoloration? Because there is a internal bleeding also is there. Okay. So and not only that, sometimes what happen, it can be only internal bleeding, or sometimes even bleeding also might occur outside. Okay, externally. So these are the, I hope everyone now is clear with this classification of wound. Okay. So in the next class, I will be telling you about the different phases of wound healing and the different ways of wound healing. Okay, primary method, secondary method, all those. Okay, so anyone have any other question related to this? Yes.
No, ma'am.
Okay, so I hope everyone is clear. Okay. So if you still have any doubt, you can ask me in the next class. So in the next, so for the next period, you all, I'll be sharing you some quiz. Okay. So this is like for practice purpose only on nursing process. So please, all of you, just I will share you the link. You have to go through that. You just have to try, okay, and answer some few questions. No need to submit me. Then you can just do it for your own self. Okay, and even along with the questions, they have even given the answers. So these are very good just for practice. Okay, and even